Hello to everyone. I hope that you're well in these crazy times. Now, after I've got like 1,000 kilometers on the new Tenere, I'm sure that many of you were wondering, was it really worth the change? Was this step necessary? If I already got the old Tenere, I was happy with, I know every bolt of it. Was this step necessary? In this video, I plan to share my opinion after 1,000 kilometers. I'm gonna compare both motorcycles one next to another. I'm gonna show you everything, pros, cons. I'm gonna ride both motorcycles, so it might be interesting for you. So if you have nothing to do, grab your favorite drink and stay with me. Welcome back. If you don't know me, my name is Pavlin. I am a motorcycle traveler. On this channel, I usually upload anything related to long motorcycle trips, so you might consider subscribing. Today, as I promised, I'm gonna discuss these two motorcycles. Let's talk from rider's perspective. 660cc, 690cc. This engine is 48 horsepower. This one is 72, 3, 4, something like that. They looks very similar, I'll say, with a small differences. The old model looks a little bit fatter, mostly because of the petrol tank, which is 22 liters. The new model got only 16 liters petrol. We're gonna discuss this a little bit later. Upside down forks for the new Tenere. My model is with Kayava forks upside down, but I have changed it. Originally, it's with the standard forks. 21-inch front wheel, 17 on the back. On the new Tenere, we've got 21 front and 18 on the back. This 18-inch on the back will give you a little bit more choice for off-road tires, real off-road tires, if you need to set on your motorcycle, even that this model is not exactly for heavy off-road. Anyway, it has a flat seat. Mine is also with flat seat, but this seat was modified from me many years ago. Originally, it's got this curvy shape here, which I don't really like. I discussed it many times in different videos. But anyway, so the overall design, of course, depends of you. But some people like more this, some people like more the new model. I personally like more the new model because it's more tiny, not that fat as this model. It's my personal preferences. What you gonna like, I cannot really say. Single exhaust here, single exhaust on mine, but the exhaust was modified from me. Originally, it was with two different pipes. It's actually one pipe going on two different on the back. So basically, all the changes that I have made on my motorcycle, like 28 millimeters handlebar, different forks, different fender, foldable brake pedal, bigger, wider foot pegs, cutting the tail, single exhaust, flat seat. All of these are already made with the new Tenere. Nice fender, upside down forks, flat seat, 28 millimeters handlebar, wider pegs, even with cushion here, single exhaust. The tail was different. I already modified it. If you haven't seen, you can find the video on my channel and watch it. Foldable brake pedal, I really love this feature. If you go down, the only differences that they've got at the moment is, as I said, petrol tank, 16 liters. Let me tell you a few words about it. The longest distance that I have seen was 450 kilometers in Uzbekistan without petrol station, but they were building petrol stations, so I'm sure that if you go now over there, they will have it already. It was another one section in North India for 470 kilometers without petrol station. But just to let you know that I went to this part of India with Royal Enfield Himalayan with 15 liters of petrol. So on that section, I carry with me a simple, cheap petrol can, fill it up with petrol, went to this section and then threw it away. So I don't mind these 16 liters. They will give me at least 330 kilometers range. I already tested that. So this is more than enough for me. So as I said, all the changes or most of the changes that I have made there, they're already on this motorcycle. So in terms of petrol consumption, this one used at least 600-700 grams more per every 100 kilometers. So this at the moment go under 4 liters because it's in break-in period. This is like 4.5, sometimes 5 liters. So in terms of weight, I feel this motorcycle a little bit lighter, even that they're about the same. Maybe this one is even 10 kilograms lighter, but because of the big petrol tank here on the top, the feeling is a little bit different. So in terms of weight, I like this more. In terms of riding comfort, I really like this model. I love the old model as well. For me, they are about the same. Comfort is about the same. I've got about the same riding position. So let me show you. I've got about the same riding position. You're gonna see it after a while when I ride it. You go here. So for me, riding position is about the same. The comfort of the seat, it's about the same. This one is a little bit wider, but I've got exactly the same feeling. This is hard if you touch it like that, but I believe this is better for long distances. So in terms of design, functionality and everything, they're about the same. So what is the big difference? Why the hell I change it? Number one, nothing lasts forever. It doesn't matter how much I love this motorcycle. It's got already 193,000 kilometers. Sooner or later, it will stop somewhere on the road, possibly on a very, very far distance. It is not guaranteed that just because this is new, it cannot happen. But I believe that it has at least more reserves and more kilometers to spend before it breaks. So this is the main reason for me. The second reason, it's not really reason, it's more like a fun part. Let me start this engine. I haven't started from at least 2 months. Please, please. This is the first time that it's thinking about it. Probably the battery was a little bit flat. It shows 9.7 now. It will recover. But anyway, it's still working. Let me start this now. Much different sound. 2 cylinders, parallel twin. 74 horsepower, whatever it is. I really like the design, how it looks like. This is also fine, but it's more like a very old-fashioned agriculture engine, very noisy. It vibrates. The vibrations are normal, not that bad, or at least I already get used to it. But as I said, nothing lasts forever. I have to turn it off because it was too noisy. I won't be able to talk. I will be able to talk, but you won't be able to hear anything. So the first reason I told you, it was the mileage of this motorcycle. And the second reason is the flexibility of this engine. It's a big step. I love old technologies, old engines and everything, but this one is so much better, and in the same time, it's not that modern. The engine is already very well known. It's coming with many models of Yamaha. It's already proved, and I believe that it will last many kilometers. I don't believe that it will last that many trouble-free kilometers like this one, but only the time will show us who was right. So the reason I have changed it, I already told you. First, because nothing lasts forever, and secondly, because I would like to have something a little bit better. And because it was the time to change it, I changed it. Not because I want to have this over this. So this one is fine, and you have to know this for sure. And I told you this so many times. The travel is what really matters, not the motorcycle. Because if I ask you now, with what motorcycle you were 5 years ago on any trip, you won't be able to remember even. Or if I ask you, how was the motorcycle on that trip, you'll remember the trip, the people, the scenes, everything, but not the motorcycle. So now, see this? It's ice. And I have to go and ride this and this motorcycle as well. But as usual, this is going to be my pleasure. All right, I'll start with the old model. The way it reacts on everything, it's already very well known to me, because guys, as I know, I ride it for many years. The way it handles all the potholes on the road and the corners and everything, it's predictable. Is it better? No, it is not. You can see there is ice here on the road, so I have to be careful. But to go on the roads like this, it's not a problem with this model. The engine brake is much more noticeable. Oh, it's really sliding here. I have to take it easy. The rear brake is not really working in these conditions. The front is dangerous, so better is to slow down. Anyway, it's a winter time, so it's a normal. And now here it's like, how many? 5 degrees set, but it's less, I guess. Okay. So, twisty roads. The power never been a problem for me because I don't ride fast. But for many riders, it was. For me, this 48 horsepower are more than enough to travel, to overtake, to have fun. There are much more pleasurable and interesting things in the trip than twisting the throttle on the high speed. But anyway, it is good to have some power. I'm gonna write one section here, so you can judge by yourself, or you can see what I see. You cannot feel what I feel, but at least you can make your own judgments. This section here actually was part of international rally race many years ago. The name is Golden Sands, Zlatni Piasci. So when I was a kid, I used to come here and wait on the corners, this very powerful Lancia Delta Integrale, and watch the show. To have the same speed like 900 or 100 kilometers per hour, I have to change a lot of gears. It's not only when I shift up, it is the same when I shift down. It still put a smile on my face when I go to ride. But as I said, I cannot say that it is better than the new. No, it is not. Yeah, I need second gear. I can work on third as well, but most of the time I'll need second. to have this momentum. See how this go into the bumps? I'll say the rear spring, the shock absorber, and the swing arm, in my opinion, on this model are made a little bit better in terms of feeling how it goes over the bumps. But it might be just a feeling. See the view? This down on the bottom, it's actually the resort of golden sands. Ah, man. This one is so much better, so much better. It is so much easier to control it, twist, to stop, everything. See, now I'm on 5th gear. When I twist, it goes. Actually, I can ride the whole section only on 6th gear. It will be fine. Changing on the gears, it's not necessary. I just do it for pleasure. Like now. Let's use the brakes now. Much better. Of course it has ABS, 2 discs, and all of this is understandable, but it gives more control on the twisty roads like this
when I know that I can stop, I can twist. With the old model, it was not exactly like that. I would like to say a few words about this Pirelli STR, the stock tires, but let me find a spot to stop, let's say here, and discuss the topic. All right. This is my new luggage rack. Don't even worry about it. At the end of the video I'm gonna tell you a few words about it. I'm gonna show you how I mount it here. But anyway, let's talk about the tires. This Pirelli STR, whatever the name is, well, they are very, very noisy. First cone, very noisy. I'm gonna demonstrate it to you after a while. But the front is even worse because it's wobbling all the time like this. I'm gonna demonstrate it to you. I will leave the handlebar and you're gonna see it, but I don't know why. I'm not the isolated case. Already so many people report this problem with these Pirelli tires, but it is what it is. I don't think that I'm gonna wait this tire to last. I'm gonna change it with something different, at least the front. The rear is fine, traction is okay, they provide enough traction on the dirt roads as well, but very noisy, and the front it's really bad. Let me see if I can demonstrate it to you now. Now pay close attention on the grip here. See what it makes, and it's really, really noticeable. See the handlebar. See it again. It's going like this all the time. On the Patos Tenere was the same, and many people reported the same problem. I don't know why Pirelli left this tire going like this. One of the places that this model is better than the old model are the roads like this. I know that as motorcyclists we always try to avoid highways, but sometimes they're necessary, and this model will give at least 20 kilometers difference on the cruising speed. With the old model I was able to riding like 110, 120. With this I can go 120, 130, maybe 40. I don't think that I'm gonna do it, but I like the possibility to have it. Yeah, I understand that if I have 160 horsepower it will be even better, but I don't really need all of this. Yeah, now you can see I'm on the third gear, and when I twist the throttle it just goes. I can have even fourth and it will climb without any problems. Especially here, third gear. Let me now demonstrate you. See now what I'm talking about. Now you cannot see it because I just feel it, but anyway, I still believe that the rear side of the Alt it's a way better. Golden suns on the bottom. man, I love it. Okay. To answer your question, was this change necessary from this model to this model? No, it was not necessary, but I did not regret at all. As I said many times, this one is very old, sooner or later it will break. This one is brand new. I hope it will give me many trouble-free years. So for me, yes, to answer your question, yes, it was worth it to me in 100%. Now I'm gonna play you the video about the luggage rack, but before that I would like to show you something else. This one is my new garage. As you can see, it's a big mess at the moment, a lot of construction works in, but what I plan to do is to convert it to my new YouTube studio. It is going to be a very interesting process for me, I hope for you as well. But what is interesting is that I'm gonna film the whole process, the whole preparation, gonna be filmed from the beginning until the end, and I really hope that it will be one really nice product when I finished. This is the size of the garage. It is huge, and this room here is going to be converted to my office. As again, big mess, but just wait to see it. If this is not a reason to subscribe and follow my progress, I don't know what will be. As I promised, a little bit more information about the luggage rack. It comes from the German company Tenere. Let me open it. Oh, nice. Cool, isn't it? Even the package is premium. All the necessary hardware is here, all the bolts. What I need is only the set of Allen keys, and I should be able to mount it here on my motorcycle. Let me first show you the build quality of this luggage rack. Made from very hard aluminum. It is, I don't know, maybe something like 300 grams, maybe a little bit more. The logo here, Tenere. Very, very good design. I cannot say even a bad word about it. It is time to go on the bike. Stay something like that. It's like to have a puzzle, something like that. Bloody cold here. How many degrees it is? 4 degrees. But it is what it is. Here, I believe I will need these rubber cushions to prevent some kind of knocking on the frame. Okay, so this will go on the top like this. Yeah, perfect. One of these is left. I do not have any more screws in the set. I guess the position of this is here underneath. It's some kind of cushion, and you have to mount it from the top, to bolt it from the top to provide extra support. If you plan to have a set of petrol can here, for example, I think these holes here are exactly for
Rotopack system, but so I don't need this for now, and I'm not going to use it. The overall design, see by yourself, it is fantastic. It is the best that I have seen for the model. There is only one big con. It is bloody expensive. It's around 400 euros. Only the luggage rack. These are additional 200 euros. I was lucky enough to have it for free from Tenere. Steven, thank you very much. But honestly guys, even on that price, even that they are very, very expensive, because they are so nice and the best option that I have seen, if I don't have any options to have it for free, I'm gonna buy it. Honestly guys. All the details of the company are in the description down below.
I hope that this information will be useful to at least one person. Always ride safe and see you next time. Ciao.